Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Craft Day. Well, today we're going to be working on a bubble wreath, a Christmas bubble wreath. And I'm going to be using that pretty snowball mesh that I showed you from my haul from Craft Outlet. And I'm going to be doing the snowball mesh bubble wreath, and then I'm going to light it and then put a single or double bow on it in the colors of red and green, because that's the colors in the stripes on the snowball mesh. Let me give you a number of this mesh just to start out with. This is number XB as in boy, XB 982-17. XB 982-17. And I'm going to be doing that snowball mesh bubble. Now I'm going to put some lights on it probably today if we get time. I don't want this video to go too long. It might be a two-parter between now and Friday, because I want to do the bow also. But the lights, if I do put lights on it today, they will not be the ones that are staying on it, because I've ordered some from Amazon that should be here Thursday. These are pretty. They're blue, I believe, but they don't have a timer on them. And I'm planning to use this wreath on my outside back door. So I want to be able to set it so that each evening it will come on automatically, and I'm not going to be out here trying to push buttons to get it to come on. So just to see what it looks like, if we have time today, I will put the other set I have on. And if we don't have time, then we'll do it Friday. But until then, let me get you up to the right angle, and I'll get busy, and we'll get ready and make a snowball bubble wreath. Okay, I've got them cut now. I'm not sure how these are going to work out. They seem to be very stiff. They might be difficult to work with, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, let's start by, this is 21-inch mesh. Gathering the top. And I'm just going to go down through the frame to the back and get a zip tie. Go around. Okay. Now I want my raw edges on the bottom. And see if I can get a smooth, there we go, smooth beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm going to do about 10 inches. Coming right up here to the frame. Going around the middle 2 wires. And I'm just going to pull this other one up, as you can see, and see if I can get this to go around it one time. Okay, let's try that again. Right up next to the one before. Around the middle 2. And I'm pulling it up, holding it with my thumb, and giving it a twist on the back. And they don't look that terrific when you first start because they're not compressed. Oh, this is going to be pretty, I can tell already. I think a bubble wreath. Now my back door, it does not have shelter from the weather. And so, as you see, I just took that one and I'm putting it onto the one I just did to connect them. Does not have shelter from the weather. And so I think a bubble wreath probably will hold up better. Although our winters here are basically our dry season. But we do occasionally have rain. And sometimes if you have a wreath that has all of the ribbons and bows and ruffles and things on it, you know, the rain can wreak some havoc with it sometime. These ties working well. They're nice and tight. Now, these are not what I wanted to get. This is what Craft Outlet had when I was going to get ties last time. That was one of the things that they were very short of. And I'm going to put one more in here. Again, I will do mine and then go to the one I just did. One, two, three, four, five, six. So there were 6 in the first section. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take this tie and I'm going to go one side of the tie on the other side of that crossbar. Okay, now I will pull it tight and twist it, and I have got it tight against the crossbar. And it helps with the moving around. Let's see, this is 19th, I think, of October that I'm refilming this. So it won't be too long before I will start, I guess you'd say, de-decorating my fall and begin to put up some Christmas. Because I start mine basically the first week of November. I don't light my trees usually until just before Thanksgiving or Thanksgiving. But it takes time to get all of these things up, so you have to get started. What do you think? I think this is coming out really pretty. these little white pieces fall off these ties. You see them on my table here. I'm starting the next section. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take one of these ties, half of it, and go on the other side of that crossbar. Then I will pull them up together, holding it with my thumb, and give them a good twist. And that'll keep it from sliding all over the place. Boy, that's quite the bubble, isn't it, huh? Whoop. It's a fairly heavy mesh, so you can't really get 6 in each section. I'm going to attach this one to the one I just did. Looking very festive. Whoop. Again, picking up the one I just did. Beautiful. Okay, I'm on to the next section. You have to be a little bit careful with these Dollar Tree wreath forms. I have found, oops, let me see if I can get that one, part of it on the other side. I have found that a lot of them have some sharp pieces, and I've cut my knuckles on more than one occasion. Usually where the crossbars are put together. So just be aware of that. These ties are working out very nicely. They're nice and sturdy and tight. I have a couple of Christmassy projects I want to do, not wreath related. And I know so many of you like to watch the wreaths, but man cannot live by wreaths alone. Let's double check here. My edges were beginning to creep around to the wrong side. Picking up the one before it. Put your fingers inside, pull them out. This is almost like using a jute mesh. It's got some character to it. I got that one so tightly in there I can't get my fingers inside. Oh, got that one going in the wrong direction. Hold on. Here we go. No, that one is twisted. Let's see if I can get that off now. Now that I wrapped it around the one before it. There we go. I don't know how I managed to do that. There we go. Last section. Again, I'm going to go around this crossbar with one half of this pipe cleaner so it'll hold it tight to the crossbar. And we're getting to the end of the mesh too. Oh, let's see. Gets a little hard, so oops, I'm not in the two. Here we are. It gets a little hard sometimes towards the end because of that piece that you have coming through that you started with. It gets in the way. I think I can get one more in there. And I just pulled the mesh off of the roll. And as I've said before, this is one reason I like bubbles, because it uses the whole roll of 21-inch mesh, and you don't have a bunch of rolls with pieces on them. I'm going to sneak one more. And that will give me 35 bubbles, because I cut 36 ties and I have one left. All right, now this is all I have left right here. And obviously we don't need all of this, but take a zip tie. Well, there you go. Look at that. Is that pretty? Full? Ooh, they're so full. Now, let me see. Where did I put that string of lights? This is just temporary, as I mentioned, because I can't really shut them off without taking a battery out. Now, what I will do is I will come around to the back of the wreath and get a zip tie. And of course, when I do this with the ones that I'm going to keep on it, you just want to make it so that the remote control, and I'm going to put one more. You want to put it so the remote control can operate it. Although you shouldn't have to do that more than just the first time. Now I'm not going to go round and round the wreath. I'm going to go just in the bubbles. And then I have got a mess here. All right. And it doesn't really show up very much now because this bright light is on it. But I think it'll be just enough character. And of course, with the regular bubble lights, you can get them so they flash. And this is kind of a short strand. Let me just show you. So you can see how you can see them lit up. I'm going to put the bow up here for now. So let's move this out of the way. And I'm going to use some of this green. Time to use those bows up because they keep falling down on my head. And I'm going to use this red. So I'm going to start with a nice long tail. And I'm only going to make these about 5 inches because lightweight ribbon, the loops don't like to stay if you make them too long. And I'm going to do 2 of each. And I think I'll make this one just a little shorter. And just a little bit of a smaller loop. And I don't have to twist this one. I don't like huge bows on bubbles. They look better with something that's just soft and draping, like putting a piece of wire through here. There you go. I'm going down past the bubble. So there you go. Look at that, huh? Isn't that pretty? Really pretty. All right, I'm going to take it up, put it on the door, and see what it looks like hanging up. I'll be back in just a minute. Well, look at that. Now you can see there's a section that is not lit because this light string was not long enough. The next ones are, so that won't be a problem, but I love it. I just have the lights off right now so you get a better view of the tinsel lights. That bow is just perfect. Let me just switch the lights on. I love it. See, I love those just long, kind of droopy bows on a bubble. If we go from this angle, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And that will look so pretty because I have a patio with seating outside that back door. And when that comes on at night, it will certainly look so pretty while we're sitting out there. So there you go, Christmas bubble. That Snowball Mesh. I take you up close. All right. Hang in there. I'll be right back. Well, there you go. And you can see it lit up over here. And unfortunately, I have to take a battery out in order to shut it off because it doesn't shut off. There's no off-on switch, just an on switch. So anyway, but that was fun, and it didn't take long at all. That bubble mesh, if you have a chance to get some, is very nice to work with. And I think it's going to look perfect on my back door. You know, when you start making these, you get kind of excited to get them up. And, you know, then they'll be up for so long that you take your decorations down and you go, oh my goodness, I didn't realize my house was that big. Because during Christmas, every nook and cranny has got something in it. So until the next time we meet, I hope you have a great afternoon. If you like this video, and I can't see why you wouldn't, because that bubble is really cute. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and would like to see more of our crafts together, then hit that subscribe button and the bell down below, and you'll be notified when we put up another video. So until Friday, I hope everybody has a great afternoon. Keep cool, keep warm, take your vaccine and your booster if appropriate. Wear your mask where appropriate. You know, I see the CDC has just come out with a statement that fully vaccinated people can drop the mask. You know, I think that's probably true, and I'm fully vaccinated and a booster. However, I still feel a little bit uncomfortable with it. I think I'd like to just wait for myself a little longer. Everyone's opinion is their own, and I have no problem with that. But anyway, anyhow, have a great afternoon. And until I see you Friday, everybody, play nice now. Love ya. Bye-bye.